Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. Thank you for clicking on my video and essentially telling me that you want to hang out with me for a little bit. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Em and this is Makeupry and I'm excited to have you here. And if you're not new and you've been around for a while, thanks so much for coming back. I love you. I heart you. I don't know what this is, but this is a new way to say heart. I don't know. So today is a shop my stash with random.org, but instead of doing like the full shebang where I kind of do pigments and glitters and small palettes and a bunch of things, I decided to go into my small palettes drawer and play with those instead. Let's skip on over to the computer and let random.org make the decision today. Alright, so let's go into this crazy shadow drawer and I'm going to do small palettes today. So there's all of the small palettes here in their glory. So this goes all the way up to 68. So let's type that in. 68, generate 60. So that means I will be playing with my Pat McGrath Mothership Sublime Bronze Temptation palette today. And we're back at the desk. So here is the beautiful Pat McGrath Mothership Sublime palette in Bronze Temptation. I have to say, I absolutely adore her packaging. And to be honest, I haven't picked this palette up in a really long time. I used to use it all the time and then I got a bunch of new products and then I just kind of forgot to use this. This is what we're going to be working with today. I've already done my face except for bronzer and highlight and all that stuff, so I'm going to quickly run through the products I used on my face. Just for those of you who are interested, I used my Hava moisturizer all over my face, and then I took this Yensa Color and Face Tone Up Primer. It's a glowy primer. Put that around my eyes, my nose, and any areas that naturally crease. For foundation, I used the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. I forgot I had this, and oh my gosh, I forgot how much I loved it, and it just creates this beautiful dewy glow without being a full coverage foundation. And then for concealer, I used the L'Oreal True Match under the eyes and pretty much everywhere. This is probably going to seem weird, but I have two different face powders. This is the Laura Mercier under eye secret blurring powder thing that I use under the eyes because hello, that's what it's made for. And then my handy dandy trusted NYX HD powder. You can see just how much I love this powder because I've completely hit pan on it. Let's do brows really quick. I'm using my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil because this has been the most amazing brow pencil shade match for me lately. And ta-da! Insta Brows. Coffee time. I'm gonna pop on some Urban Decay Primer Potion. Alright, let's go into the eyes now. For today's look, I'm not sure, do I do this emerald green? Here are all four of those colors. So this one is a duochrome. This one shifts to like a greenish gold color. This one is also a duochrome. It's kind of like the opposite of this one. It's like a gold with a plummy base. I think I'm going to do this one, maroon with the shift to the gold. I think that's really pretty. Let's start with this one here in the crease. I'm using this denser brush because I want this color to really be packed on and precise, especially as I get to this bottom lash line. You'll notice that I kind of go in like a ring around the eye. Once I get to this outer corner, I just kind of smudge it here. I just do that for continuity of color so everything looks uniform and it makes it easier for me to blend colors later. Use a fluffier brush here now to blend those edges a bit. My eyes are not exactly twins when it comes to their eye shape, so sometimes on this eye I have to like pull it out just a hair to get it to match up with the color placement on the other eye. Does anyone else struggle with that? Like you have to kind of stand back and look to see where that color placement is so it's even, but then it doesn't make your eyes look kind of goofy, you know? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but if you do, give me a thumbs up. This side got a little patchy here. My own fault. Now for the beautiful color, let's go in with the flat shader. This one is just one of the naked brushes. I'm going to take that coppery red color. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look at that See, it pulls maroon here, but it shifts to a coppery, greenish gold color. It's just so satisfying to watch this color just go across the lid. So smoothly, so effortlessly, so beautifully. You see how beautiful that is? Why don't I use this palette more? This is such a beautiful palette. However, I am getting a little bit of fallout. It brushed away so easily. And no traces of color. Sometimes when you turn your eye, it looks like you're missing pigment, but it's just because the light is catching it at a specific angle where it doesn't look like it's a uniform color across the lid. That's the only thing about duochromes that kind of trip me out. But isn't that beautiful? Alright, I'm going to go to this brush here. It's a dense, fluffy brush. And just soften these edges up a little teeny bit, not too much, because I don't want it to be shimmery in the crease, but just enough that it's blended out. And also smudge this in the bottom outer third of the lash line just to bring some continuity of color here so it looks uniform. Oh, how pretty is that? I kind of just want to leave it as this. I don't feel like I really want to add any other color to this, to be honest. I'm going to run back over it with that same fluffy brush as before just to sweep away any of the glitter and shimmer in that crease. I feel like if I go with the green, it'd be really Christmassy because this color is reddish. So for the bottom lash line, I'm going to take this darker brown here and a little pencil brush and smudge a teeny tiny bit here. And on the outer lash line to create a little flick there. And this is not blended very nicely. It leaves my finger. There we go. Much better. This just added that beautiful smoky look to the eye. This side here got a little too dark and under the center of the eye, so it's out. Oops. I'm going to take this denser brush and just smoke this out a little bit more. Where all this color has kind of moved off to the side, I'm just going to blend it all together and just kind of clean up that shape so it looks a little bit more purposeful. So it's going to come out like at an angle and a point. There we go. I'm going to use an eye pencil on the lower rim that is kind of a vanilla color. This is a Sephora pencil. You see, that just brightens the eyes up. Quick tip, if you're having trouble with your eyeliner sticking to your waterline, gently pull your bottom lid down and take your finger and rub it across your waterline to get any moisture off, and then use your pen to apply it, because sometimes your rim is a little too watery for the product to stick to. Ta-da! It works every time. What are you doing, kitty? My cat is under the desk playing with something here. I don't know what she's playing with. She's playing with something. It's kind of driving me nuts. So I have some good news. You hear all this traffic in the background of most of my videos lately, and that'll be going away probably next week as I move all my filming into my office. I'm doing a separate video on kind of the renovations and home improvement projects I'm working on in my office, which will be uploaded on my lifestyle kind of DIY channel. So be sure to check that out. I'll have a link below in the description and in the cards here where you can check it out. I kind of don't want to do an eyeliner on this just because I feel like it would detract from that beautiful red shift, but I also feel like I need to anchor this somehow, so I'm going to take a little tiny bit of a liquid eyeliner. This is the Starlit Studios one. I did a whole video on that a while back, so if you're interested, go check it out. Okay, this one's alright, but meh, this one's starting to dry out. I really need to go through my eyeliners and just kind of declutter them. This one is just not wet enough. It's dried out. Okay, it's just the tip that's dried out then. That's annoying. Now for some mascara. I'm not doing false lashes. If you've been around, you know me, I don't really wear them. They're great for special occasions and the like, but I just don't wear them on the daily. I have a whole drawer of them though. There we go, and then the bottom. And ta-da! It's not showing up on camera very well, but it definitely is shifting back and forth from that kind of olive coppery color, and it's beautiful. Alright, for the face, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to bronze with this Wet n Wild bronzer. I just picked this up the other day because my other bronzers are just kind of meh. This one is called Sunset Striptease. It's a little darker than my shade range, but I'm doing this because I'm actually getting a little bit more tan as I'm going along. This was the one that seemed less red. I don't like them too red because it doesn't match my natural skin tone. Like, I do get red when I tan, but it only lasts a little while. I need it to be a little bit more golden bronze, if that makes sense. A little bit of a cooler or more yellow undertone to it. This is nice. I like this. Let's get here. The fluff zone, as I call this. This is a pretty bronzer. I like this. For blush, I'm going to use this pink. It is called Cosmopolitan, and it's from the Model Company. Use the same brush. Just a little bit of pink there. There's some natural flow in the nose. A little bit here. There we go. Do I want highlighter? Nah, let's skip it. I look really bronzy and glowy right now. I don't need it. Lips. I have also dug into my stash for this one. It is an Estee Lauder lipstick called Love in number 250. I have not yet used this, and it came in one of my Ipsy Glam Bad Pluses. I'm going to use a Wet n Wild lip liner. Oh, this one might not be the right shade. Oh well. This is a Wet n Wild gel liner called Think Flamingos. Overdraw them a little teeny bit. Oh, this is really creamy. That is such a pretty color. And not to mention the packaging is very luxe. My lips look a little clownish because I overdrew them. They usually look a little clownish because I go a little too far in here. I really like this lip color. It's beautiful. I'm really shocked I haven't used this before. It's very creamy. I'm gonna have to clean up these edges. Hold on. And there we go. So that's the finished look. I look washed out, and that's just because my lighting is really bright. Up close, this is realistic lighting here. This is what it looks like in normal lighting, and then overexposed. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you own any Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes? Because this is the only one I own. If you have a recommendation on any other Pat McGrath palettes you absolutely think I should buy, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out some of the other videos and other channels that I mentioned as well. Those are linked in the description box. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Come hang out with me on this Makeupry journey. Anyway, take care and stay electric as always. Bye!